Are you still tracking hours worked by employees on paper? Team Software can save your company countless hours and payroll errors with Team Time. We have options for telephone, biometric, and mobile timekeeping. Team Time will ensure that your employees are on the job and their work hours are recorded properly. Team Time can notify a job supervisor immediately if a job is understaffed so that you know about it before your customer does. Our caller ID and GPS location verification features ensure employees are in the proper location. With our mobile app features, your supervisors get a real-time view of who is clocked in at each account. Visit teamsoftware.com today to learn more.
Welcome to our Cleancast. Thanks for joining us today. I've entitled this one, Our Attitude Toward Hiring and Recruiting. You know, I had an extensive conversation with a BSC just recently who told me that I just can't find good employees. Now, when I do hire, or when I do find them and hire them, I have to fire them immediately or almost immediately. And what I'm about to tell you is, I'm not exaggerating this. This is the conversation we had. I suggested to him that he have, first of all, a very thorough interview process to make sure that he was asking the right questions. In fact, I said on my website, I got a list of questions you can ask and questions you can't ask, and questions that you can ask to get out of them the answers you want without asking a question you can't ask. He said, I don't have time. I don't have time to do that. That was that. I said, well, once you have a thorough interview, I wasn't going to let up. I said, once you have a thorough interview process, then you have to have a systematic orientation program. And here was his response. Why? W-H-Y. Why? Okay, well, I kept going. I said, well, after you've done the interviewing properly and you've got the orientation down, then you have to have a systematic new hire training program for all the new people. Same answer. Why? So I said, okay, where are we going to find our people? Can't find good people, he said, and when I do find them, I have to fire them right away. Okay. So I said to him, well, why don't you look for people that are over 55? Most of those, some of them may need the money, some of them just want to get out in public and enjoy, you know, the camaraderie of other people rather than sitting at home. He says, they're too slow. Okay. But are they steady? Are they there every day? So I said, you know, to find good people, maybe you need to write creative ads for the newspaper or for Penny Power or for, you know, Happy Nickel or whatever they call them. He says, that's too expensive. Okay. I said, how about using a referral bonus program with your employees? You know, if they bring in somebody that sticks with you for 30 days or 90 days, you give them $50 or whatever. He said, that's a waste of money. Okay. I said, how about an attendance bonus? Those that you do hire, and if you don't have to fire them, I said, how about an attendance bonus? They get a day's pay for every month. You know, they work 4 weeks, they get a day's pay, or whatever you want to do. His answer to me was, that's too much paperwork. Okay. I said, have you gone, and he happened to be in a town with 2 different universities, have you gone to the university and see if there's any college students that might be available to work, to fill some of your, you know, college students, they need to work, but sometimes the classes get in the way and you have to work around that. But he said, they're too young and they're not reliable. Well, that could be, I don't know. And I said, okay, you have a military base there in your city. Have you gone out to get part-time military help? Military happened to be, in his case, it was an Air Force base. And I said, have you tried to recruit people, military people? I said, they're great. He said, oh, they just get transferred. I get them and then they get transferred. Well, I didn't know where else to go with him. I just finally wished him the best of luck. Because, this is a true interview that I had with this gentleman. Every one of these, I went down the list, and those were the answers that I got. Well, it's probably true he couldn't find, I'm not going to say he couldn't find good employees. I just don't think he could find employees, right? So let me ask you, as you're watching this, what's your attitude toward finding people? You see, you can always find bad in anybody. And you can always find bad in any age group. Every one of these that I mentioned, over 55, college students, military, there's good and there's bad, isn't it? My home office when I started was in as I mentioned, was Wichita, Kansas, and we had McConnell Air Force Base there. And some of my best employees were those military guys that came in and worked 6 to 10 for me every night. And, and many times if they did get transferred, they'd say, I got a buddy out there that just transferred in, and he's done this work the same as I have in another city. Do you want to interview him? Of course I do. But anyway, I want you to review your company's attitude. Maybe you need to adjust it a little bit. There are some good in all these age groups. There are some bad in all these age groups. But if you follow the right procedures, ask the right questions, do the right orientation, do the right training, you're gonna find the good ones. See, I have on my website, if you can change your mind, I can change your income. If you've looked at my website, you'll know that's on there. It's been on there for a long time. In this case, if you can change your mind, you can change the result of the kind of people that you get. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.